Greetings YouTube, my name is Stuart, and on my channel I show you how to make the most of your gear as a street and travel photographer. I'm a photographer based in South Korea, and I make videos about street photography in Asia, my journey as a street photographer, and the gear that I use. So if you enjoy those types of videos, be sure to hit subscribe. More videos posted weekly. I'm making this video in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and I've been traveling the country for about 2 weeks so far. It's currently winter break in Korea, so this is where I'm spending my vacation, and I've been traveling from the north to the south. So I started off in Hanoi. Yeah, I kind of been making my way south via the coastal cities like Da Nang and Nha Trang, and yeah, I've been in Ho Chi Minh City for about 4 days now. After this I'm going to the Phu Quoc Islands, which are just off the coast of Vietnam, and from there I'll be going to Da Nang and then coming back to Ho Chi Minh City for my last 4 days. Now since I've been here, I haven't actually done that much street photography. It's been mostly travel stuff. A lot of the days I've gone out like really fully loaded, big backpack. To be honest, like my motivation for shooting street photography, it just really hasn't been there. So when you travel, you really want to take a place in, and I honestly didn't spend enough time in Hanoi to shoot street, and this is my first time in about 4 days getting out to shoot street photography in Saigon. Part of the reason that I haven't really been focusing on personal stuff is because I have had a client job which I've had to do while I'm here. I've been busy with other projects as well. So this is the first time that I'm really getting to shoot street photography. For today's POV session, I actually want to use the Sigma 16mm f1.4, which is not a lens that I normally use. It's not actually my lens at all. It's the lens of a friend who's lent it to me. The 16mm is not a lens that I normally shoot with. It's pretty wide, full frame 24mm equivalent. I've got it for a friend for a few days, and we kind of did a lens swap. So I gave him my 56mm, which I've been shooting with mainly for the past month or so, and he gave me the 16. And yeah, I think, you know, it's going to be interesting to shoot with a wide lens again, especially street photography. The one thing I do know about the Sigma is that it is quite sharp, and you know, the performance, especially wide open at 1.4, is quite good. So I'm looking forward to testing that out. Just kind of walking through District 3 in Saigon, where I'm at the moment. I've just had a haircut. It's about lunchtime here, so I might get something to eat. But yeah, just looking forward to taking it easy and getting some street shots during the day. So what I am going to do now is pop the GoPro on the camera, get into POV mode, and see what we get. One thing about the 16mm is that it really does force you to get up quite a bit closer than you would with the 56 or the 30 even, for that matter. Kind of enjoying getting out of my comfort zone in that sense, you know. I mean, I love the 56 and I love the compression and just the general effect that lens gives. But you know, the 16 is a very intimate lens. I kind of missed, you know, just that interaction element of street photography, I guess. And I like the fact that the wider perspective does make it a bit more of an environmental lens as well. So you do get a bit more of a kind of a story setting feel, you know, setting the scene, telling a bit more of a wider story than you would perhaps with the 56. So it's currently lunchtime now, and the one thing that, if you didn't know already, the one thing about Vietnam is that everyone pretty much shuts down for an hour. They'll eat for half an hour and then they'll go to sleep. for half an hour. It's kind of a lunchtime siesta, if you will. And the whole reason for this, it dates back to when Vietnam was an agricultural nation. Because they were farmers and working on farms, they would take lunch breaks and kind of to regain their energy. And so just like a lot of other Asian countries where eating is a very communal activity, everyone kind of goes to restaurants, they get meals, they order in, and they all eat together. And after that, they take a rest, and an hour later, it's back to work. So given that it is lunchtime now, I'm going to catch a grab bike to quite a well-known seafood restaurant in District 1, I think it is. But on the way there, what I want to do is actually shoot some POV photography from the back of my grab bike. So basically how grab bike works is it's essentially like an Uber but for scooters, so kind of ride on demand, ride sharing. Someone will pick you up on the bike, and is this my bike? It pains me to say this, but I think I still prefer my 56 over the 16mm. 16mm is a great lens, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't have that dramatic effect, you know, that the 56 has. It doesn't have that nice creamy bokeh, that compression, you know, makes your subjects pop up. Fantastic lens, don't get me wrong. Super probably for landscapes and wide angle shots, and super sharp as well. But man, for street photography, I don't see myself using it that often. I might pick up a copy at some stage, but now I'm just gonna enjoy it for the time I've got it. And yeah, maybe somewhere down the line I'll pick up a 16mm Sigma f1.4.